Okay, so in order to establish democracy, one thing in India was very important, that India wanted a democracy which was constituted by constitution. That means whatever we wanted to do in terms of democracy should already be written in constitution. That means how would a government form, how will the political parties form, what kind of opposition would be there, everything should be listed in constitution. So for that we adopted our constitution on 26th November 1949. We signed it on 24th January 1950, and officially it came into effect on 26th January 1950. Alright. Now there is this one very nice statement and very catchy statement written in your book. The constitution had laid down the rules. Now the machine had to be put in place. So after India gained independence, constitution was already written. We adopted constitution. Now everything was done in terms of paper. In terms of machinery, we had to put in place. So for that, in order to establish democracy, the election commission was set up in January 1950. This can be a 1 marks question. When was election commission set up? Also, Sukumar Sen became the first chief election commissioner. Now election commission is also established. Our constitution is already there. We need to now practically work on establishing democracy. So for that, election commission had to conduct elections. And what kind of elections? Holding free and fair elections in a country like India with large size was not easy. So election commission was responsible to conduct free and fair election, but in a country like India it was not easy. And you would remember that nobody had actually confidence in a country like India, that which is so much diverse, which was literally 15% people were literate when India gained independence. So nobody actually had confidence in India that they could smoothly run the affairs of democracy. Alright, so for that EC was adopted, and EC had to conduct free and fair elections. But EC thought conducting elections in a country with a large size was not easy. So there were two kinds of requirement to hold elections. What were they? Drawing the boundaries of the electoral commission. Okay, so basically India had to draw constituencies, like these many constituencies where elections will be conducted. Preparing the electoral rolls or the list of the candidates eligible to vote. Alright, so EC every year when the elections has to take place, they conduct electoral rolls or the list of the candidates who are eligible to vote, the fresh adult candidates. So these two were main things. First, to make constituencies, and second, the electoral rolls. So a first draft rolls was published, but it was problematic. How? Names of nearly 40 lakhs women were not recorded in the list, simply listed as wife or daughter of. EC refused to accept these entries and ordered a revision. So what happened? Election commission was already adopted, okay, or you can say we basically set up election commission. What had EC had to do? Two major things to conduct elections. कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन उन्होंने कॉन्स्टिट्यूएंसीज डिमार्क करनी थी, एंड जितने भी नए लोग आए हैं जो इस बार वोट डालेंगे, उनका इलेक्टोरल रोल उन्हें प्रिपेयर करना था. But when the first draft of EC report was basically published, what happened was around 40 lakh women were not recorded. See, EC ने क्या देखा? That almost 40 lakhs women, they were on paper, but then their names were not clearly mentioned. How was it written? Wife of this or daughter of this. So when we were about to conduct elections, so EC was not happy. So EC basically said that I will not accept such kind of entries, wife of Harbhajan, you can say, or daughter of Mr. and Mr. Sharma, and something like that. So they asked for revision. So the entire list had to be prepared again. Imagine 40 lakh women were not recorded in the list. So for that, the first elections were to be conducted. So when were first elections committed? From October 1951 to February 1952. But if there is a question that when was the first general elections in India, you will say 1952. Why? Because major of the voting in many of the parts of India took place in the year 1952, which you will read further. Okay, so it took almost around 6 months, okay, to conduct first elections, the first general elections in India. How? Postponed twice, referred to as the 1952 elections, since most part of the country voted in January 1952. So even before the elections were conducted in 1952, two times the elections were already postponed. Postponed means the date was shifted. Let's suppose the date was decided in 1950, so some problems were there, it could not happen. Other date was decided, some problems was there, it could not happen. So finally, in this time period, the first general elections were conducted, and they are called the first general elections of 1952. That means when were first general elections conducted in India? In the year 1952, where most part of the country voted in January 1952. Okay, so took 6 months for campaigning, polling and counting to be completed. It was such a huge procedure, the first general elections, that it took almost how many months? 6 months to cover the entire part of India, including campaigning, polling, counting of votes and everything. It took almost 6 months. Okay,